Welcome to my video on like and unlike radicals, explaining what radicals are like and what radicals are unlike. Here we go. Recall. In a radical, root x of b, x is the root or the index, and b is the radicand, and b is greater than or equal to 0. The radicand in this number, this is the square root of 3, so the radicand is 3 and the root is the square root. In this one, the cube root of 7, that's cube, and the radicand is 7. In this one, I have the fourth root of 11, so that's fourth root, and the radicand is 11. So, like radicals. What are like radicals? Well, the definition of a like radical, radicals which have the same root and the same radicand are like radicals. So, a radical to be like this one has to be the same as the square root of 3 or the cube root of 7 or the fourth root of 11. It has to have the same root and the same radicand. There can be different or the same number in front of the radical sign. Examples, if I have 3 root 2, then I can put a different number and say 6 root 2. If I have root 6, then I could have a half root 6. Or if I have 4 cube root 7, I can have a negative 9 cube root 7. And D is the fourth root of 6, so I can have 10 fourth root 6. That's a wonder. So these are the same because that's the fourth root of 6. That's the fourth root of 6. Square root of 2, square root of 2. Square root of 6, square root of 6. Cube root of 7, cube root of 7. So you can have a different number in the front, but as long as you have the same root or in the same radicand, then the radicals are alike. Examples of unlike radicals. If I have a root 3, then if I have the cube root of 3, it's unlike. If I have the square root of 11, then it's unlike because they have a square root, but they're not the same radicand. This one has a cube root. This one has a square root, so not the same. Or we could have the fifth root of 2. Again, you have to have the square root of 3 to be the same radical. And unlike the cube root of 5, well, we could have the square root of 5. We could have a cube root, but it'd be a different number, say cube root of 2. Or we could have 2, put 2 there, and we could have say fourth root of 7. Cube root of 5, we got the same root and the same radicand. So this one is not alike because it's a square root. This one is not alike because it got a different radicand. This one is not the same as this one because this has a fourth root different, or it has a different radicand, both. The square root of 7, unlike it, is the fifth root of 7. So unlike is the square root of 7. Unlike could be the cube root of 7. Or we could have the fifth root, but have a different radicand called 3. So, like radicals, have to have the same root and the same radicand. Let's continue. Practice. So, work these out and play it back to see if your answers are okay. In each below, circle the radicals or radical, which are like the first one. So I have a square root of 10. So which one is like the square root of 10? Got to be a square root of 2? No. Square root of 3? No. Negative 4 square root of 10. So there's the one that's like it. I have to have, number 2, I have to have the square root of 3. Square root of 2, nope. Square root of 2, nope. Square root of 7, nope. And square root of 3. That's 2 times the square root of 3. This is just 1 root 3. Number 3, I have to have root 2. That's root 5. No. This is a root 2. Yes. This is root 1 or 1. No. And this is a root 2. So the two of these are like the 1/5 root 2. Number 4, I need the cube root of 5. Oh, there's the cube root of 5. The 4 in front makes no difference as long as it has the same root and the same radicand. 4th root, no. Square root, no. Cube root of 7, yes. Oh, that's, sorry, my mistake. It has to be the cube root of 5. So this is not right. It's got a cube root, but the radicand is different. So the only one that's alike is the cube root of 5. Number 5, the square root of 7. No. Cube root of 7. No. There's the square root of 7. Yes. And 2/3 square root of 7. Yes. So these two are like this one. Number 6, I got the square root of 11. Yes. Square root of 91. No. Square root of 11. Yes. Square root of 11. Yes. So the three of these are like this one. But the root of 91 is not. It's a square root, but it's a different radicand. And again, we have another practice. In each below, circle the radicals which is or are unlike the first one. So which ones is not like the root of 21? 14 makes no difference. I'm looking for the square root of 21. Not like. That's like it. Square root of 21, that's like it. Square root of 14 is not the square root of 21. And this is the square root of 21. So these three are both the same, but this one is not like. This got the square root of 21, that got the square root of 14. Number 2, I'm looking for unlike. Like it is root 3. Root 3 is right there. Root 3 is there. And so cube root, or sorry, the 6th root of 3 is not like it. This is the square root of 7. That's not like it. It has to be the square root of 3, like there and there. Cube root of 5, not like it. Cube root of 5, that's like it. This is the 5th root of 3. That's not like it. Cube root of 5, this one is like it. Oh, that's like it. And the 4th root, that's not like it. I have to circle the ones that are not like. So this is like it. This one, 2 cube root 5, and a negative cube root 5 are both like this one. So these two are the ones that are not like. I changed the question, so up here I was saying which ones are alike. I circle them. Now I got to circle the unlike ones. The square root of 6, not like it. That one is not like it. This one is like it, this one is like it, and this one is like it. Square root of 6, square root of 6, square root of 6. This is the cube root of 6, not like. 4th root of 7, that's like it. That's like it. This is the square root of 7, not like it. This is the 4th root of 3, not like it. It has to be the same root and the same radicand. So these are like it. These are not like it. Square root of 2. Well, that means we got to simplify these. 18 is 9 times 2, so that's 3 root 2. 12 is 4 times 3, so that's 2 root 3. 50 is 25 times 2, 5 root 2. Notice I'm just writing the square root above it, or the factor of the perfect square, and I'm just doing the square root of the perfect square root. And 20 is 4 times 5, so that's 2 root 5. So what's like it? Root 2 is like it. Root 3 is not like it. Root 2 is like it, and root 5 is not like it. So square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of 2. These two are like this one. These two are not like it. So that brings us to like radicals and unlike radicals. So like radicals have the same root and the same radicand. If you like my video, click the like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell because more videos are coming your way. Write a comment on my video if you wish, and visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com. There you have 3 sections: me, my degrees and teaching experience, The video section talks about the strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. The content section has the topics and the number of videos on those topics that I'm going to have that I have on my YouTube channel, Math Fully Explained. And black font is what's online right now, and the red font are the topics that will be there in the near future. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.